Are you worried about high expenses in your daily life? Do you find it hard to save money? Hi, it's Grace. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how you can use 6 small habits to save big money. The pandemic taught us that saving is the most important thing now. Just like there's a harvest year, there's also a famine year. But how do you exactly save with high expenses and during a pandemic? So here's a quick rule. Money can only be saved or made. Use financing only if you know that you can pay off within an expected period of time. Credit card does not equal the money you have in your bank. Budget wisely and you will achieve your financial goals much faster. So here are my 6 tips. Number 1, set a budget limit to all of your expenses. Everyday expenses can go over easily if you're not careful. The biggest spending items include rent or mortgage, insurance, student loans, car payments, subscription services, and a bunch of other stuff. Some may say that these are all essential spendings, but they can actually all be budgeted with flexibility. When you rent or buy, use a rent or mortgage calculator to understand your housing budget and know the pros and cons of renting versus buying. I will expand into this topic in another video, but the general rule of thumb is don't go over your budget limit. Number 2, if you have to pay for your own medical insurance, check if there's a plan that lowers your premium, or if your spouse's insurance covers part or all of the premium. Since medical insurance is a consumption service, it does not contribute to any equity that you may hold. So the rule here is to lower consumption as much as possible. I'm not saying that you shouldn't get medical insurance. If you have pre-existing conditions or your employer pays for your premium, by all means keep it. But if you think that in the foreseeable couple of years you will not have any major illnesses, opting out of a medical insurance plan will save you a lot. Instead, you can have a home medicine kit or first aid kit. Number 3, student loans become much more common now. It's just impossible to get a good education without student loans these days. But they're different from other types of loans. The revised pay as you earn plan determines that the maximum amount of student loans you pay is 10% of your gross income. Another rule is that your undergraduate loans will be forgiven after 20 years and your graduate loans after 25 years. These rules limit the amount of loans that you pay throughout your lifetime. If you have more than 20 or 25 years of student loans, definitely take advantage of this rule. Delay or minimize your student loans repayments. After so many years, no matter how much is left, you don't have to pay back. Another good news is that student loans are suspended during COVID, so you don't have to repay or accrue any interest since March 20th of this year. Number 4, if you have car payments, the best thing you can do is to drive cautiously and safely to lower your insurance premium as much as possible. If you don't have a car yet, it's better to buy a less expensive model with cash than financing because you will get a much higher discount. If you don't have the budget to buy a car, don't lease. Wait until you have the budget and use car driving services such as Zipcar instead. It will save you a lot more than you think during this time. Number 5, set up automatic repayment for all of your credit cards. People use credit cards way more often than debit card, so this increases the chance of spending, but not necessarily having the money to pay back. Forget about a minimum payment on a credit card. It's not going to help you lower the credit card debt, and you're accruing more interest. The minimum payment mindset lets you think that you can pay the smallest amount of repayment every month while spending thousands of dollars, but that's not true. Credit card is one of the highest interest charging tools for the bank to make money. Don't get me wrong, you can still use credit card to build your credit score, but use it wisely. Set up auto payments helps you stay off limits to accruing interest. It reminds you that you have to pay back no matter what. This habit restrains how you spend. Just remember this. Credit card is not the money you have in your bank account. It is a tool to build credit score. It is not a tool for spending. Number 6, subscription services. These are small items, but I have to mention this because they are monthly cash outflows that hurt your liquidity. It is like a tube that plugs into your skin and draws small streams of blood, but you're still bleeding. You may have Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, Amazon Prime, Spotify, or whatever. Consolidate them with bundle services or just keep 1 or 2 of your favorites and suspend the rest. You can still enjoy some of the subscriptions with ads. Subscription services are small sums of money, but they're recurring cash outflows that you're spending every month. I will include all the links and resources in the description. So here are my 6 tips of saving big money with small habits. If you find this video useful, like and feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one.